Welcome to boardshop.co.uk, surfboard review time. Oh yeah, subscribe to our channel please. It's a new model from Pukas. It's called the Space Oddity. Great name as always. A little bit of a backstory first before we get into the board. Axel Lorentz was the head shaper at Pukas for years, conjured up loads of magic boards, the Lady Twin and the 69er, in all its iterations, and the 69er Evo was one of the best-selling boards we've ever done and they've ever produced. Now, Axel and Pukas have parted ways, and so those old models are no longer available from Pukas. But what they've done is, with David Santos, their new head shaper, is reimagined some of them, fairly close, but with a few tweaks to make them even better. And the 69er Evo is reborn as the Space Oddity, as I said, with a few little tweaks. The 69er Evo and now the Space Oddity is that brilliant do-it-all board, available in sizes from 5.6 to 7.1. It's a great travel board. It goes in anything from thigh to overhead waves. It hides volume. It's got lots of glide, easy wave catching, easy paddling, easy surfing if you size it right. But it is really adaptable in that great wave range for a large range of abilities surfing wise. So let's get into this, the Space Oddity. So I'll do a bit of a comparison to the 69er Evo as we go along, because that's the board that people really know about. So main change from the Evo to this is that they've narrowed it down a little bit, pinched the width a little bit to give it a little bit less volume. On average, on the 7.2 for instance, it drops about 2 litres in volume, but still maintains all that excellent all-round surfability. So really nice pleasing shape, a little bit of curve there, but not too straight, not too curvy in the rails. The rocker is pretty flat through the middle, medium rocker up front in the nose, and they've increased the tail rocker a tiny bit and pulled the tail in a little bit as well. That rounded pin gives you lovely control, really smooth rail-to-rail surfing. On the underside, still got the single concave running through the body of the board, and then just into a double just ahead of the fins and a bit of V through the tail. Nothing too extreme, but just enough to give you that lift, to give you a bit of glide in combination with the volume in the middle of the board under your chest, which makes it such an excellent paddler. The rails are a little bit pulled down, not boxy, enough to give you that bite to get the board turning in all conditions, but not so pulled down and tight that they're going to flick you off if your feet are in the wrong position or you don't get things quite right. The volume under the chest here is really well disguised and hidden as well, so it's a great paddler. And when you first paddle into the wave, you can really feel the glide that this area and this bit of thickness up front gives you. There's a little bit of a beak there to hide some volume as well, without compromising its ability to turn. So if you're looking for a board that is going to work in thigh to overhead waves, in bouncy conditions, bit of wind, bit of chop, but also excels in good conditions when it's nice and clean and lined up, the Space Oddity is a really good option. People travelling who want one board, Maldives, Indo, who aren't going to go into screaming double overhead barrels, for your average guy, this is a really good everyday option at home, but also a travel option. It's got that little bit of a step up ability to it to handle a bit more size and power. So David Santos is going to be in charge of all the new shapes from Pukas, and this is the first board that he's really produced that is very commercial for us, and is inevitably is going to be a great seller because it will work and does appeal to so many people. So it's online right now, of course. You can customize it. This is Rogers, he's just had delivered. He had another new board, what a surprise. You can part exchange old boards, buy 0% finance. We've also got the Klarna pay in 3 option on the website now. And if you'd like to see us compare this board to any others in a similar kind of range, then just hit us up in the comments and let us know. But let us know what you think of this new board. And David Santos taking the reins at Pukas anyway, always interested to hear your thoughts. There we are, the Space Odyssey from Pukas. Thanks for watching.